बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। डिस्कस कर लेते हैं आज जो सिचुएशन टेस्ट हुआ है बायोलॉजी के एमसीक्यूज। फर्स्ट नंबर इसमें गिव दिया व्हिच वन ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट आर ट्रू अबाउट द वायरसेस। वायरसेस हमें पता है दे आर ऑब्लिगेट इंट्रासेलुलर पैरासाइट, मींस कि जब ये किसी भी लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स की बॉडी में एंटर हो जाते हैं तो वो ये डिजीज काज करते हैं, तो इस वजह से ऑब्लिगेट पैरासाइट्स का नाम दिया गया है। सेकंड नंबर दिया हुआ है द जेनेटिक कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट्स ऑफ द वायरसेस। सो उस वायरस में या डीएनए होता है और या आरएनए होता है। सो ऑप्शन डी इज करेक्ट। थर्ड दिया व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट आर ट्रू अबाउट द टोबैको मोज़ेक वायरस। ये आरएनए कंटेनिंग वायरसेस है, so ऑप्शन ए इज करेक्ट। फोर्थ द शेप ऑफ टीएमई जो है वो रॉड शेप वायरसेस है, सो ऑप्शन ए इज करेक्ट। फिफ्थ दिया प्रोडक्ट ऑफ क्रिब साइकिल एसेंशियल फॉर ऑक्सीडेटिव फॉस्फोराइलेशन। तो हमें पता है कि क्रिब साइकिल जो है वो एनएडीएच और एफएडीएच2 बना देते हैं, तो ये इसका प्रोडक्ट है ऑक्सीडेटिव फॉस्फोराइलेशन, इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट चेन, वहां पे ये जाएगा और एटीपी की प्रोडक्शन होगी। सो ऑप्शन डी इज करेक्ट। एमसीक्यू 6 दिया है a single molecule of glucose generate how many molecule of acetyl coenzyme which enter the Krebs cycle। तो एक ग्लूकोज से जो है दो एसिटाइल ग्रुप बनते हैं, सो ऑप्शन सी इज करेक्ट। 7 दिया है गैस एक्सेप्ट हाइड्रोजन फ्रॉम मिलेट। मिलेट जो ऑक्सिल एसीटेट में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है, सो एनएडी यहां पे इलेक्ट्रॉन एक्सेप्ट करता है, सो ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट। 8 एटीपी सिंथेसिस इज पावर्ड बाय प्रोटॉन ग्रेडियंट, जो वैसे बनता है, सो ऑप्शन सी इज करेक्ट। 9 दिया है पिक द इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट रिगार्डिंग द Krebs cycle। सो ऑप्शन ए cycle starts with the condensation of acetyl group with pyruvic acid to produce citric acid बना देता है। So option is correct। 10th which of the following nitrogenous base is found in the RNA but not in the DNA। so uracil जो है वो RNA में पाया जाता है, found in the RNA। So option D is correct। 11 which type of sugar is a components of RNA। RNA में राइबो शुगर होता है, so option B is correct। 12 what are the basic structural units that make up RNA। RNA में न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स पाए जाते हैं, so option C is correct। 13 एंटीकोडॉन इज प्रेजेंट इन ट्रांसफर आरएनए में एंटीकोडॉन्स होते हैं, सो ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट। 14 which one of the following purine base is present in the RNA। प्यूरिन हमें पता है कि इसमें एडेनिन गवानीन है, सो यहाँ पे गवानीन मेंशन्ड है, सो ऑप्शन डी इज करेक्ट। 15 RNA contains repeating units of ribonucleotides पाए जाते हैं, सो ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट। 16 which one of the following is defining characteristics of a prokaryotic cell। सो हैव अ सिंगल सर्कुलर क्रोमोसोम इन साइटोप्लाज्म न्यूक्लियोइड रीजन पाया जाता है, ऑप्शन सी इज करेक्ट। 17 which type of cell is characterized by the presence of a true nucleus and membrane bonded organelle like mitochondria। so ये यूकेरियोट्स में पाए जाते हैं, सो ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट। 18 a key difference in ribosome is that prokaryote में small size ribosomes है और यूकेरियोट्स में large size ribosomes है, ऑप्शन सी इज करेक्ट। 19 which statement is false regarding prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells। यूकेरियोटिक सेल डू नॉट हैव अ सेल मेम्ब्रेन, ये स्टेटमेंट गलत है, सो ऑप्शन डी इज करेक्ट। 20 व्हाट इज द प्राइमरी फंक्शन ऑफ एंजाइम्स। दे एक्चुअली डिक्रीज एक्टिवेशन एनर्जी, सो ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट। 21 स्पेसिफिक रीजन ऑफ एन एंजाइम, ये द सबस्ट्रेट बाइंड, इसको हम एक्टिव साइट्स कहते हैं, सो ऑप्शन सी इज करेक्ट। 22 व्हिच एंजाइम इज प्राइमरी रिस्पांसिबल फॉर प्रोटीन डाइजेशन स्टमक, पेप्सिन्स का काम है, ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट। 23 Which pancreatic enzyme is the most important for carbohydrate digestion के लिए amylase पाए जाते हैं, ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट। 24 zymogens are, so zymogens क्या है, zymogens are inactive enzyme precursor requiring for activation, ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट। 25 enterokinase या enteropeptidase activate which zymogen in the duodenum, वो trypsinogens को एक्टिवेट करते हैं, सो ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट। 26 which enzyme class break triglyceride into mono ग्लाइसराइड एंड फ्री फैटी एसिड लाइपेज का काम है, सो ऑप्शन सी इज करेक्ट। 27 व्हिच एंजाइम इज सीक्रेटेड बाय चीफ सेल्स इन द स्टमक, ये पेप्सिनोजेंस जो है वो रिलीज करता है, सो ऑप्शन ए इज करेक्ट। 28 द इनिशियल डाइजेशन ऑफ स्टार्च बिगिन इन द माउथ बाय व्हिच एंजाइम, सलाइवरी एमाइलेज का काम है, सो ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट। 29 व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग ब्रश बॉर्डर एंजाइम स्प्लिट माल्टोज इनटू ग्लूकोज, ये माल्टेज का काम है, सो ऑप्शन सी इज करेक्ट। 30 व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज द प्राइमरी रोल ऑफ बी सेल्स इन इम्यून रिस्पांस, ये एंटीबॉडीज प्रोड्यूस करती हैं, ऑप्शन सी इज करेक्ट। 31 द ह्यूमन हार्ट इज एनक्लोज्ड बाय अ प्रोटेक्टिव डबल लेयर्ड स्ट्रक्चर जिसको कॉल्ड पेरिकार्डियम कहते हैं, ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट। 32 व्हिच चेंबर ऑफ द हार्ट पंप्स ब्लड टू द लंग्स, ये राइट वेंट्रिकल का काम है, सो ऑप्शन सी इज करेक्ट। 33 which the wall of the heart chamber is thick, left ventricle में सबसे thick wall पाए जाते हैं, so option D is correct. 34 the cardiac cycle begin with a joint diastole means के diastole होता है तो ये cycle शुरू हो जाता है, so option C is correct. 25 ventricle systole begins with a closing of arterioventricular wall, so option B is correct. 36 which vessels contain walls to prevent backward flow, ये vein में पाए जाते हैं, so option B is correct. 37 which blood vessels serve as a blood reservoir, so वेन में ज्यादा ब्लड पाया जाता है, ऑप्शन सी इज करेक्ट. 38 the largest lymphatic organ जो है वो स्प्लीन है, ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट. 39 the main feature of the specific defense mechanism जो है वो मेमोरी सेल्स होते हैं, ऑप्शन सी. 41 which cell produce antibodies, बी सेल्स का काम है. 41 the appendix is attached to the cecum के साथ अटैच होता है, ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट. 42 which accessory organ produce bile, so ये लीवर का काम है. Wish you best of luck. See you next time. Allah Hafeez.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Pre-medical test number 12, full course test. Question number 43. Receptor act as a transducer because it store energy, destroy harmful stimuli, convert stimuli into electrical signal, prevent sensory overload. So option C is correct. Receptor act as transducers. Transducers are those structures that convert the stimulus energy into electrical signal or nerve impulses. All biological receptors are transducers. Question number 44. Which part of the neuron receive incoming signals? A typical neuron consists of 3 parts. Dendrites, cell body, and axon. So the part of the neuron that receive signal or stimuli are dendrites. Option B is correct. The incoming signal are received by dendrites. Question number 45. Which ion is most concentrated inside the resting neurons? Option C is correct. Potassium ion. In resting neuron, potassium is 30 times greater inside than sodium, and sodium is 10 times greater outside than inside. So potassium ion is in greater concentration inside the neuron at rest condition. Question number 46. Which of the following is not a complex component of reflex action? You know, reflex arc consists of 5 components: receptor, sensory neuron, associative neuron, motor neuron, and effector. So these 5 components constitute a reflex action, reflex arc, and facilitate reflex action. So reflex arc consists of 5 components. Over here, hormone is not part of the reflex arc. So option C is correct in question number 46. Question number 47. Interneuron are present in which type of reflex section? Are option first monosynaptic, polysynaptic, C somatic only, and D visceral only. So in case of monosynaptic, interneurons are not required. Interneurons are not new. Sensory neurons are directly connected to motor neuron in case of monosynaptic. So the reflex action in which interneurons are involved are said to be polysynaptic. In polysynaptic reflex action, interneurons are present. So option B is correct in question number 47. The hypothalamus regulate which of the following? Hormones and homeostasis. In question number 48, option C is correct. Hypothalamus regulate secretion of hormones and homeostasis, balance of water and salts. Question number 49. Which brain part is called the master gland controller? So once again, hypothalamus control the secretion of interior pituitary as well as posterior pituitary, which also control, interior pituitary also control the secretion of other gland. So the overall master is hypothalamus. In 49, option C. Question number 50. The theory that life originated from non-living matter is called biogenesis, abiogenesis, evolution, mutation. So abiogenesis is the theory in which living organism originate from non-living. Option B. Question number 51. Lamarck believed evolution occurred through inheritance of acquired character. According to Lamarck, characters acquired by an organism, its lifetime is heritable to the next generation. So option B is correct. Question number 52. According to Darwin, competition among individuals lead to more offspring, evolution of new species, struggle for existence. So struggle for existence is the correct option, option C. Overproduction, according to Darwin, create competition, and competition lead to struggle for existence. Question number 53. The function of the epididymis is to produce sperm, store and mature sperm, absorb nutrients, filtrate waste. Store and mature sperm. Epididymis is the site which temporarily stores sperms and the site where sperm gain the ability to swim. So option B is correct. Question number 54. Sperm travel through urethra to bladder, testes to vas deferens and urethra. Option B is correct. From testes, seminiferous tubules to epididymis, from epididymis to a vas deferens, from vas deferens to urethra. So option B is correct in 54. Question number 55. Fertilization usually or commonly occur in the fallopian tube. Fallopian tube means oviduct. Fertilization usually occur in the initial part of the fallopian tube. So option D is correct. Question number 56. Menstruation occur due to drop in. ठीक, menses occur due to low ovarian hormone and rise in gonadotropin. FSH और LH अगर हाई हो जाए और ओवेरियन हार्मोन जो कि प्रोजेस्टेरोन और एस्ट्रोजन है उसका लेवल ड्रॉप हो जाए तो फिर मेंस्ट्रुएशन स्टार्ट होता है. सो करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज बी, एस्ट्रोजन एंड प्रोजेस्टेरोन. The key early symptom of syphilis is sexually transmitted infection causes by spirochete bacteria Treponema pallidum, and the sign symptom or the disease is divided into three stages: primary syphilis, secondary syphilis and tertiary syphilis. So the primary syphilis is characterized by a crusty lesion at the site of entry, a painless lesion known as chancre sore. So option B is correct. Cartilage lack blood vessels. So cartilage is the only connective tissue. They have no blood vessels. So they are nourished by lymphatic fluid simply by diffusion. So option C is correct in question number 58. Which is not a function of bones? Mineral storage is the function of bones. Support and movement. Bones accommodate bone marrow and involved in the blood cell formation. So hormone secretion is not the function of bone, and option B is correct. Which muscle fiber is multinucleated? There are three types of muscle fibers: smooth muscle fibers, skeletal muscle fibers and cardiac muscle fibers. The only muscle fibers that are multinucleated are skeletal muscle fibers, and the rest are uninucleated. So option C is correct. C, skeletal muscle. Question number 61. The cytoplasm of a muscle fiber is called sarcoplasm. Muscle fiber में सार्कोमेयर जो इसका कंट्रैक्टाइल यूनिट है, इसकी वजह से इसके सिर्फ नाम चेंज हुए हैं. साइटोप्लाज्म, सार्कोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम, सार्कोप्लाज्म, एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम जो है उसको हम सार्कोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम कहेंगे. ठीक है, तो सिर्फ लोकेशन की वजह से, सार्कोमेयर की वजह से जो है नाम चेंज हुआ है. सेल मेम्ब्रेन को सार्कोलीमा कहेंगे, साइटोप्लाज्म को सार्कोप्लाज्म कहेंगे और एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम को सार्कोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम कहेंगे. सो इन दिस केस ऑप्शन बी इज करेक्ट. muscle fiber are organized into bundles known as fascicle. अगर बहुत सारे मसल फाइबर इकट्ठे हो जाए, स्केलेटल मसल फाइबर, तो उसको कलेक्टिवली हम कहते हैं fascicle or bundle of muscle fiber. So option C is correct. The T-tubule function to store calcium, transmit nerve impulses, synthesize ATP, transport of oxygen. Option B is correct. T-tubule supply nerve impulses inside the cytoplasm or to the myofibril in the sarcoplasm. So option B is correct. Transmit nerve impulses. Ball and socket joints allow movement in which direction? All axis movement. Multi-directional है ball and socket joint. They allow movement of relative bones in all direction. So option C is correct. '65. The law of independent assortment applies to, gene linkage disagree Mendel law of independent assortment. So genes located on the same chromosome must be linked with each other. So they cannot independently sort it. So law of independent assortment is applicable to those genes that are located on different chromosomes. So option C is correct. A heterozygous tall pea plant is crossed with short one. What will be the ratio of tall and short offspring? फर्ज करें a heterozygous tall plant is crossed with short. ठीक, so this is actually test cross. When heterozygous or F1 is crossed with homozygous recessive, the cross is said to be test cross, and test cross produces 1:1, short and tall in equal ratio. So in this case option B is correct. '67. Which generation did Mendel use to discover the law of segregation? If two generation, the progeny in the F2 generation show 3:1 ratio, which is law of segregation. So in this case, option C is correct. '68. In the cross, heterozygous to heterozygous for seed color and seed shape, how many phenotypes are possible? When a dihybrid cross occur, what will be the number of phenotypes? तो इसके लिए एक फार्मूला भी है, जब आप phenotype कैलकुलेट करते हैं 2n, n is equal to number of hybrid. ठीक, तो dihybrid है तो n is equal to 2 raised to the power 2. So result will be 4 phenotype. So in this case option 4 is correct, C. Which of the following reduces gene linkage? Crossing over. When genes are located at certain distance, then there will be chance of crossing over. So crossing over reduces or weakens the gene linkage. So in this case, the option is B. Crossing over occur during which phase of meiosis? Crossing over occur during prophase first of meiosis. So option is C. Linkage was first observed by T.H. Morgan, Thomas Hunt Morgan. Option C. Hemophilia is an example of sex-linked recessive traits. Option C. Question number 73. Which parent passes an X-linked trait to son? Mother. Option B is correct. Mother has 2 X chromosome. Father has XY. ठीक, so son receive only Y chromosome from his father and X chromosome from his mother. So only mother can pass X-linked recessive trait to their son, because son only receive X chromosome from the mother side. Who is more commonly affected by hemophilia, male or female? Males are more commonly affected because male has only 1 X chromosome. So any gene may be dominant, may be recessive, can easily express in male as compared to 2X. So male is more commonly affected. Option B is correct. Uh, 75. During inhalation, the diaphragm contracts and moves down. During inhalation, diaphragm is usually dome shaped, but when diaphragm is stimulated, it becomes flat and lowered. So contract and down. So option is B. Question number 76. The process of urine formation begins in the urethra, bladder, nephron, ureter. Nephron is the structural and functional unit of the kidney and responsible for the formation of urine. So option C is correct. Question number 77. The part of nephron where filtration occurs is glomerulus. Glomerulus is a group of arterial capillaries which is responsible for ultrafiltration or pressure filtration. So option B is correct. The kidney are located behind the lung, behind the stomach, behind the intestine, behind the peritoneum. Behind the peritoneum. Kidney, the position of the kidney is retroperitoneal, means behind the peritoneum. Option D is correct. 79. The first genetically engineered vaccine was hepatitis B. Option C is correct. First biotechnologically produced vaccine is hepatitis B. Which vaccine technology was used? Which vaccine technology uses a harmless virus as a carrier? Viral vector technology. Option D is correct. And AstraZeneca is a vaccine for COVID-19, which is viral vector vaccine. 81. Monoclonal antibodies are made by hybridoma cell. Hybridoma cells are the hybrid of spleen cell, mouse spleen cell, and cancerous B cells. So option A is correct. Thank you.